Hi, hello, you beautiful souls. Thank you for joining me today. Today is my energy update for the 25th of June until the 9th of July. How time is flying by, it's crazy. So, we've been through the solstice and we've had a super full moon, and we're here going towards the end of June now. And boy, there's just so much happening. It is unreal. Okay, so what I am seeing in my clients and in myself and around me. I'm Carmen, Delport, multidimensional healer, quantum healer, and channel. So in my clients the last couple of weeks, what I've seen coming up is a lot of, there's always two different sides. Well, two different clients I always have. Okay, so I have the one side of clients that are resisting the change, wanting to know what to do, and being in fear, okay, and feeling limited. That is the one scenario. So let's talk about that. So at the energies at the moment, we are all changing, as we know, especially over the solstice. We've received so many beautiful energies to help us shift on, move on, and go for whatever we need to go. Okay, we're all really being pushed to make the changes we need to make. Okay, so if you've been resisting it, right now there is things happening to you and for you to make these changes. So it's almost like you don't have a choice anymore. Okay, you have to make these changes now. Okay, whether it is stronger boundaries, whether it's being more mindful of yourself, more self-love, whether it is changing your jobs, moving. That's a big theme at the moment. It is unbelievable how many of us on our spiritual journey is moving the end of this month. I wasn't planning on moving. I'm moving as well. And so many others are moving as well. We are literally being pushed around all over the world. Like, you're needed there now. Your energy is needed there now. You have to go there now. So lots of changes happening. We are almost, like I say, not being given a choice. We are like, right, there you go. We are pushing you, boop. And if you're resisting it, you will really struggle. Okay? So what do? How do you not resist? Tap into your heart space. Tap into soul. Connect. Let the knowingness come. Let the intuition come. And trust. Really trust. Trust is a big theme, okay? We are really being encouraged, asked to trust every single moment of every day in different things. Relationships big as well at the moment. Communication is huge. Ping, ping, ping. Remember that. At the moment, be very mindful of your conversations, okay? So if you need to have any difficult conversations, be mindful of that. I will come back to that. So we are being challenged. We are to change. Okay, this is happening now. That is the one side of it. The other side of it is this beauty. My clients now, there is this beautiful ascension energies coming through. These beautiful downloads and upgrades, and we're literally removing things like that now that they don't need anymore. Like whether it is aches and pains in the body that's been there for a very long time, we're removing that. They're gone. They're finally healed. So another thing that is like karmic cycles are being completed right now. Okay, I'm seeing it in so many of my clients. Karmic cycles are coming to completion, and even in my own life, a karmic cycle is coming to completion. Okay, so that's a huge theme at the moment. Beautiful. Okay, so we are now literally being pushed into a new adventure, and we are ready for it. okay? Because we've been doing such deep work the last 2 years, even more, okay? We've been doing such deep work. We are ready for change. We want adventure. We want fun. We want pleasure. We want joy. And we are going now to find it. So you might find yourself being more social, okay? Unless you need to draw back, fill up your cup, reserve your energy to look after yourself. Then you can give again. So be very mindful of that you are leaving space in your diary to retract and recharge. Look after you. But also leaving space in your diary for fantastic new things to come in. Because new opportunities are literally dropping out of the sky now. Like unexpected phone calls, messages, meeting people. So be open, leave those spaces in your diary to do those things that are coming up now, okay? This is all very fantastic, it is fantastic, but at the same time, the energies can be very heavy and dense, okay? That is because we are literally, our bodies are releasing all this density because we're taking in so much more light, okay? There's other reasons to that as well. In some of my clients, I'm seeing a lot of negative entities, energies coming out to be healed. So it's leaving the planet. All that denseness inside of us that we're healing is leaving. And if you're very sensitive to energies, you will be feeling that. Okay? Which also brings me again to whatever you are feeling, emotions, bodily aches and pains, heaviness, whatever it is it yours or is it someone else? Is it around you? Okay? Very important to know that, because at the moment there is a lot of fear and anger and frustration in the collective energy. So when you look around, you can see a lot of frustration, anger, and fear. Okay? In the 3D world, that's coming up really strong. Okay, so be mindful of that. Very important to be mindful of that. Okay, so that you can look after yourself. And that also is why communication is such a fragile thing at the moment. To make sure that you have these important conversations mindfully. Okay, and to think before you speak, to think before you act. Slow down. So, yes, so we are going into this new phase in our lives with the solstice now, into the next part of the year. So there might be things not clear at all. But you know that you're making these changes, you're not sure how, but it's happening, and you're learning to trust. And if you don't, you really need to just trust, okay? Because we literally are learning to go with the flow. Which is also another theme is your mind. Okay, your mind, we control our reality through our mind. Now my guides keep showing me this. We literally create our future every second of every day by what we're thinking and what we're saying and what we're feeling. Literally every second of every day we're creating. So keep that in mind, okay? If you are in fear, look at where's your fear coming from? And what are the steps that you need to start taking to overcome those fears? Okay, so and also then remember every journey is like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, or 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So it doesn't mean that you're just gonna catapult out of fear. We are going through these cycles of feeling less fear, less fear, less fear, less fear, and so it goes on, okay? But find out for yourself where your fear is coming from, very important, and take the steps you need to take to lessen that fear, okay? So this is the beginning and fantastic. So being in the flow is very important. Um, yes, so we all live in this beautiful world and we have our responsibilities that we need to take care of, where fear comes in again. If you have any fear around your responsibilities, really make sure that you take the necessary steps in your highest and best good, I'm going to add, because some of my clients are so stuck in the way they've been that it's difficult for them to take the responsible steps to move into their new reality. Okay, so don't let your responsibilities hold you back into a life where you are not happy. Okay, dream the dreams and think of the steps that you need to take to get to your dream. Okay, so it's very important to always keep dreaming, and then when we're dreaming we can create. Yay! And creation is what this is all about. So yes, are you ready to show your true self? That has been coming up big time as well, and will for the rest of the year. Okay, so this is the time for you to be your true self. Show it to the world, your friends. Be ready to be you in all your glorious peculiarities, uniqueness, everything. Okay, step into you and you'll just see that life becomes so much more enjoyable. Okay, because it's not nice wearing masks and pretending. Okay, so if people think you're weird, so what? They also weird. We're all weird, aren't we? So we're also we've been receiving these beautiful gifts. More of our gifts has been coming online. And with the more gifts we're receiving, so these gifts are what we've mastered in past lives. We're receiving those. And then we're also receiving beautiful gifts from our guides, angels, and star nations. Okay? And galactic councils. Star councils, a galactic federation. So with these gifts, you receive these beautiful gifts. You know you receive them. You don't know what to do with them. Spend time with yourself, with your soul, with your guides, and get to know your gifts and receive the information of what you are supposed to do with your beautiful gift. Okay? So that's very important. Right. So this coming week, we've got coming up at this moment in the next 5 or 6, 7 days, we've got family. Who are your family? Look at how your family has changed. What does family mean to you? Okay? And also, at the same time, our biological family is coming up big time this week. Okay, so you might be experiencing loved ones that's passed on, coming back to you to have a chat, clear up some air, put a few things into place. That's been happening and will be happening for the next few days. Okay, so be open to that. Be open to loved ones that's passed on to come back and get your attention to work through a few things. Now that can be animals as well, okay? And then, but especially for all of us, this week coming up at the moment is the emotions from our family, our feelings, the way we act and react that we learn from our family, okay? Biological family, that is coming up this week. So you might be feeling very emotional. You might be seeing, having an aha moment. Oh, that's why I used to do that. Because when my sister was teasing me, I would go into my room, slam the door, and I would love to listen to certain music forever or play my guitar. And that's why I do it. That's where these habits come from, or that's where this way of thinking come from. Which also brings us to... now again, we're looking at what we want to do to create joy in our lives. You know, is it listening to music? Is it singing? Is it new hobbies? We are cultivating these new interests or awakening old interests and bringing that back into our life to create more joy and pleasure in our lives. So yes, so we are, we are ready for all these beautiful things in our life, and we are learning to go with the flow, to open our hearts, because we're very protective of our hearts, okay? And that is a big theme at the moment, is the heart. Why are you protecting your heart? How can you open it? How can you share more of your heart? How can you open your heart to yourself? Okay? And that is very important at the moment, is to really connect to your heart and share it, or just experiencing it yourself. Okay? So, yep. And the other thing is, what we're looking at the moment is, especially for me as well, because I'm moving out of my home. I moved into this home not long ago. I think it was March, with my beautiful doggy, Oscar, that's been with me for 12 years. And I got this home for him. A lovely garden and nature for him to enjoy. And then unfortunately he left with his beautiful wings, flew up to the heavens. And so I don't want to be here anymore, but my guides has got another mission for me in mind. So I'm moving out of here. And my home has always been my space where I go to recharge, to connect to all my beings and my soul, my guides, and to be cozy, to be happy, to recharge. Okay? So what do you do to recharge? What do you do to feel comfy? What do you do to relax, to find your inner peace, to find your center, to find your balance? That is something I need to work on now, because I'm literally, this is the last energy update I'm making from here. I don't have a clue where the next one will be coming from, because I will literally be floating around, shining my light everywhere and healing as I'm going along. I'll keep you all updated as I'm going along. So what do you do? What is your go-to to center? Because that is so important, because we are in this period where there's so much frustration, so much anger, and so much fear around us. And I tapped into the collective energies again yesterday, and it is so heavy. And it is, I mean, there is more light than ever before on this planet, but there's also so much fear mongering as well. Okay? So what do you do to be able to be you? How do you center? What do you do? Have those things ready as always. So very important. I'm going to finish off again with your brain is the most important and powerful thing that you have to create your reality. Okay? Learn to control it. You can shift your mind, shift your focus. Whatever you look at, that is what is. If you look at the beauty in life, you will experience more of the beauty in life. If you look at all the sad, dark things in life, that is what you will be feeling. Okay? Now we all experience things differently. Some people can take more of the down news or unpleasant news than others. So be mindful of that as well. Protect your energy as always. There is a lot of things floating about. Okay, a lot of things floating about at the moment. I'm going to end it there, and we are going out into the world, and we are ready to move on, and we're looking at ways to have more fun, to have more pleasure, and do that. Okay, do that. Find something to give you joy. Find something to give you pleasure, because we are on this planet to experience everything. Okay, I am available for healing sessions, multidimensional healing, quantum healing via Zoom. I'm doing limited sessions in person, but they're all fully booked at the moment. Please do message me. I would love to do healings with you. I'm available for group healing sessions. So if you, wherever you are and you want me to come and do a group healing, I'm available for that. And yeah, I'm sending you all lots of love on this beautiful journey that we are on. Okay? Bye.